I'm here with Brian Buttler, who I know as a member of our faculty, but after reading an amazing story in the Philadelphia Inquirer, I realized that he's been very busy in helping our community. Brian, thank you, and please tell me more.
Absolutely, Angie, thanks for having me. So, besides just teaching at the college, I teach communications. I run a small communications firm on the side that deals a lot with entertainment clients and performing arts. And the COVID-19 crisis has all but froze so many of these organizations and what they actually are able to do, because no one can really gather in large groups. So I'm very much in tune with a lot of the people on the front lines who are impacted by this. So I made a commitment to try to do one good thing a day to help somebody throughout this crisis. The Inquirer article talks about a friend of mine who has a friend with a terminally ill daughter who is on a feeding tube, and she absolutely needs Pedialyte to survive. And Pedialyte was one of the items, just like toilet paper, that people started to hoard at the beginning of this. So she literally could not find Pedialyte anywhere. I was lucky that the local Target store by me somehow, by a miracle, had some. So I did a Pedialyte drive. I would just say, like, to anyone who's thinking about doing this, my stuff has had to change, because there are some places that don't even want physical donations. They don't want hands touching anymore. So if you're inspired to do something, if you're listening to this, if you're in the fiscal place to make a fiscal donation, even if it's like $5 via PayPal, sometimes that actual money right now can be more beneficial, because then they can go and buy whatever, put it towards paying their employees, whatever it might be. And also keep in mind too, they can be little things. It could be, checking on your neighbor, maybe reaching out to a friend or a relative that you haven't talked to so far during this that might be impacted. They don't have to be physical good deeds. They can be something like that. And I think it does make a difference. I was lucky right when things started to get pretty bad and things started to run out at stores, like hand sanitizer. I somehow found online a bulk apothecary store that still had gallon-sized jars of hand sanitizer. So I ordered one. Took about 3.5 weeks to arrive, but I've been doing hand sanitizer refill for people who need it. So it's stuff like that. It keeps me in touch with people within the community. I think we're craving that right now. But also, if I'm healthy and well and I'm able to help out right now, I think it kind of makes me feel positive, but also I know it's helping others. So I think we have to keep that up, or this you can get, I think, very miserable very quick.
You lucked out with the gallon size
hand
sanitizer.
Yeah.
So as a publicist, how is this affecting you and your clients?
It's devastating. Because of so many cancellations, right? I in many cases don't get paid, but even beyond that, I think more about the people who literally are what I kind of call gig by gig workers. And I think this ties into a lot of the students at the college, if I can relate it. So many, let's say, of our students maybe work in restaurants or work in retail stores. If they're working at a retail store, let's say at Deptford Mall that's been shut down for the last 3 weeks, they're not getting income coming in. There have been certain programs now that have been instituted by the government to help that a little bit for those gig workers, but I think we got a long way to go. So it's not a rosy picture. To answer for anybody right now, like I said, anyone who's relying on I kind of call the gig economy, whether you're driving Ubers or you're an actor or you're a musician, you're really in trouble right now.
I agree. This is all pretty devastating.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as you know, we just finished our first week of going strictly online with the college. Yeah. How have you been making out and your students?
So I have taught online for years at the college, so it wasn't that much of a jump for me. Right, because most of the stuff that I teach face to face, I already have developed online. The students, for the most part, have kind of jumped into it pretty willingly.
Thank you, Brian. And
You're welcome.
I hope that this story inspires others to also do a good deed a day. This is awesome. Thank you, Brian.